Hi dolls, I'm back. I wanted to do something bright and colorful, fun for the summertime, so I decided to do a pink cut crease with a gold glitter eyeliner and very natural lashes, but a very bold lip and super dewy skin, glowing to the heavens, you know. So if you guys want to see how to achieve this look, please stay tuned. Okay, so first I'm going to start off with the base. I never show myself actually priming my eye. I do prime it, but I usually do it off camera when I do my eyebrows. So I'm taking MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, which looks like that. And I'm just going to put that all over my lid and up to my brow. And this is actually what I use to prime my brows as well, you know, before I do it, to help cover up my tattoo brows. And put that all over, and I'm using a Real Techniques base shadow brush, and this comes in a set, I believe. Okay, now that the base is all on, I'm going to create my cut crease. I'm using NYX's Pinky, and this is a lip pencil, so it's the only pink eyeliner I can find. So excuse me, I'm just going to create where I want my cut crease. And you always want to have your cut crease, like when you open your eyes, you could still see it. So you want the same thing. You don't want to put it directly in your crease, because when you open your eye, you're not going to see it. Especially if you have lids like my lid. I have a lot of meat right here. So I go above it so that when I open my eye, you can still see that it is a cut crease. And then I bring it in. Okay, now I'm just going to blend that out, and I'm using a Wet n Wild angled brush, and it looks like this. Now I'm going into my Creative Me palette, and I'm taking the Hot Pink shade. I hope that picks up, but that is Hot Pink. And I'm just going to put that all over that line that I just put down. Okay, now switching brushes, I'm going to take this Sephora brush. It's a blending eye brush. Looks like that. And I'm going to take a little bit more of that pink, and I'm just going to blend it out, blend it upwards to my brow, staying above the line you created. Okay. Now I want to highlight my brow bone. I'm going to use Milani's Bella Eyes Gel Powder Eyeshadow, which looks like this. It's a sort of cream but shimmery color. So I'm just going to load up my brush with that, and I'm going to put it on right on the arch of my brow first, because that's where I want the highest pigmentation to be, and then I'm going to blend it out to the sides. Now going back into that Creative Me palette, I'm going to take the magenta shade, which is like that. And I'm just going to darken up that line, but just from here to here. I'm not going to take it any further than there. And then I'm going to take the purple shade, this one, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. Now that's done, I'm just going to pack a nude color on my lid. I am using Wet n Wild's I Heart Matte palette, and the nude shade right on top, which I definitely hit pan on. And if they still make this palette, I will be getting another one because this is one of my favorites. I'm taking a Sonia Kashuk flat shading brush that looks like this, and I'm just going to pack that all over my lid right underneath that line. I wanted the lid to be bare. Okay, now for the eyeliner part, I'm using this Jordana Gold eyeliner, which looks like this. I'm basically just going to use it as a base for my eyeliner because I'm going to be putting glitter right on top. So I'm just going to carve out where I want my eyeliner to be. I'm going to take it up to that point and a little bit beyond it. And then take it back down. Now I'm going to take e.l.f.'s, what is this? Copper Glitter eyeliner, which looks like this, and my Urban Decay Gold glitter, and I'm going to start layering this glitter first in small sections and then packing the Urban Decay glitter right on top. So basically this is going to be like an adhesive. I'm going into the magenta color once again, and I'm just going to place that very close to my bottom lashes. Okay, now going into the purple shade, I am just going to do the outer portion. Now taking a nude pencil, I'm just going to throw that into my waterline. Alright, lash time. I'm going to use Miss Adoro's Demi wispies, which look like this. And I'm going to apply them with some clear glue, apply my mascara, and then I will be back. Okay, I'm back. I applied my lashes, and after that dried, I applied my mascara on the top and the bottom. Now I'm going to move into, oh wait, I need to highlight my inner corner. So I'm just taking that color that I used, sorry, somebody next door is mowing their lawn or something, if you guys can hear the lawnmower. I'm using my Bella Chiffon Bella Eyes highlighter, which looks like that. That's the one I used on my brow bone, and I'm just going to take that on a pencil brush and just apply it to my inner corner like that and blend it down into pink, just to give it a little pop, just like that. Okay, now that the eyes are officially complete, I can move on to the face. So I want my face to be very, very dewy. So I chose to use my Lumi Cushion foundation in W3. But since I have oily combination skin, I have to use an oil control primer, or else it would just look like I'm a grease ball just walking around everywhere. So I'm taking Milk of Magnesia, which looks like this. I'm just taking a little bit and just putting it in my T-zone area, mainly because that's where I get oily the most, because I'm going to use a different primer on these portions of my face. So I'm just going to put it on my forehead, a very, very thin layer. You could apply this with a brush if you like, but I just like to use my fingers. And I'm just going to put a thin layer on my nose and around my nose because it gets very granular, and on my chin. So just like that. and while it dries, it's going to turn white. There we go. Okay, now while that's drying, I am just going to apply my other primer. I want the light to really be focused on the highest parts of my cheekbones. So I'm using Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer by L'Oreal, which looks like this. And when you pump it out, it looks sort of white, but it has like a pearlescence about it. So I'm just going to take a little bit, and I'm just going to pat it on my cheeks like so. And I'm going to put a little bit under my eyes. You're probably like, a little bit? That looks like a lot. Okay. So, I only put this on this portion of my face because this one is not made for combination oily skin. And if you do put it all over, it will not help with your oil control. It would actually make it look even oilier. I hope that made sense. But yeah, so that's why I only put it on the top point, because you see, you could wear it alone by itself. You could see how it gives you such a glow, and you could just blend it out all over. But since I have oily skin, it just won't look right on me if I don't have some sort of mattifying primer. That's why I put the mattifying primer right down the center of my face. Now I'm gonna go in with my Lumi Cushion foundation, and for some reason I think this thing is either drying out on me or it's running out, which is really strange because maybe I've used this 5, maybe 6 times, and for that it's like there's not enough product in here. So I'm just gonna take a Real Technique sponge and just dab it all in there, and I'm just going to apply that straight to my face, starting with my forehead first. And with the Milk of Magnesia, the white does not show through your foundation. It just blends right in. Okay, now that that is all done, I'm going to move on to concealer. So I am using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Classic Ivory. Alright, now that that is done, I'm going to set my face, set my concealer using the Spun powder, translucent. Okay, now I'm just going to dust off all that powder. I didn't want it to bake for that long, or bake at all, I should say. Just wanted to set the concealer. Alright, now I'm just going to set the rest of my face using my Stay Matte Transparent Powder by Rimmel. And I'm not going to throw too much on. I'm just going to pat it on lightly. And no matter if I want that dewy finish or not, I always have to set my face or my oil will just come through. So I don't feel comfortable not setting my face. I know some people could get away with it. I am not one of those people. Okay, so now that's done, I'm just going to work on contouring my face. I'm using the Contour FX 1 and 2 palette. So I'm going to take 2 for, oh my god, 2 for the middle shade right here, just to bronze up my entire face. I'm gonna go back over it with my powder brush just to blend it out. And then I'm gonna go into, oh my god, contour powder on my white shirt. It's not good. I'm gonna go into the first contour effects palette and use the middle color as well. It's a little deeper, and I'm gonna use a contour brush by Sephora, which looks like this, and I'm just going to put that into the hollows of my cheeks and blend it upwards. I'm gonna contour my lips, and I'm going to use the same exact color. Okay, now that the contour is complete, I'm going to move on to blush and highlight. But first, I'm going to put on Girl Meets Pearl, which looks like this. And I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand and then dab it on the highest points of my cheekbones. I'm going to do this before I do the blush because I usually blend this out with my Real Techniques sponge. And I don't want it to take off my blush while I'm blending it out. So I'll do this before my blush, and this is just going to add an extra pop on top of that infusing primer that I had already put underneath my foundation. I'm just going to blend that out very lightly. So it should just be like that and just give you an extra pop. Okay, I'm now taking my Hard Candy Honeymoon blush, which is a pink but sort of shimmer shade. It's not picking up well on camera, but it is definitely pink. I'm just going to take my e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm just going to put it on the highest parts of the cheek. Okay, now taking my highlighter that I created, I'm taking this one that has a pink undertone and one that has a sort of white frosty undertone, and I'm just going to apply that on top of the Girl Meets Pearl. So first I'm going in with the pinky shade with a fan brush, and I'm just throwing it right on top. Holy highlight. I'm just glowing right now. Now I'm going to take the white frosty shade, and I'm only going to apply it to the center of the highlight right here. Just like that. I'm going to clean off the brush and blend it in a little bit underneath my eyes. I'm also going to take a little bit of this and put it on the inner corner. What did I do with my brush? Okay, so I finished the highlighting. I put it in the inner portion of my eye as well, my inner corners, and now I'm just going to move into my lips. I'm taking Ruby Kiss's lip lacquer, which looks like this. It's a very sort of hot pink, but sort of baby pink color, and I'm just going to apply that to my lips. I hope this picks up shade. It's a little darker in person. And I need a mirror, I cannot see. Now I'm just going to set my face using Max Fix Plus.